out. Whenever Russell Wilson put the list out of Chicago Bears, Oakland Raiders. By the way, Mike Mayock came out and said that Derek Carr is our quarterback. We love him, blah, blah, blah.
Did he say for now?
It doesn't matter.
Didn't add that part?
The fact that he said it, and I don't know if he said for now. I don't know if he said for now.
Did he say he's the Oakland quarterback? We need one in Vegas, though.
He's the Oakland quarterback.
Oh, okay. So when you look at it, though, Alan, I know people said Dak wasn't under contract, but let's be real with ourselves.
Yeah.
The Dallas Cowboys all along was going to do the deal. Whether he was under contract or they franchised him, he was a quarterback. So I take a problem with that. I had a problem with it because Russell Wilson is openly trying to go get a job that somebody else already has at the same position. It's different at a receiver. Hey, I would love to go join the Atlanta Falcons with Julio Jones. I would love to go join the New Orleans Saints with Michael Thomas. There's 3-4 receivers, possibly 5 on the field at one time. At quarterback, there's one quarterback. You sure aren't going to Dallas to be the damn backup. So that's why I had a problem with it. And I certainly believe, and I know the league well enough to know, that there's going to be guys within the league that are going to look at Russell Wilson differently because you messing with somebody's money at that point. You don't deal with others' money. Even though Dak got it paid, you don't inject yourself in the Dallas Cowboys conversation because at that point, you may have just gave the Dallas Cowboys leverage to negotiate against Dak Prescott in the contract.
Like we have options.
Yes.
Is that what you mean?
You don't do that. You don't do it. But, what am I? I'm just an outsider. What the hell do I know?
Well, all right, you're an outsider. You're saying that, but your point is well taken. In fact, an insider in this whole thing is Todd France, who's Dak's agent. And he had this to say on Sirius XM Mad Dog Radio about Cowboys being on Russell's list.
Dak and I actually never spoke about it. Wow! Talked to him about. Yeah, we didn't even address it. And in my mind, I don't even really want to address it myself. There's so many things wrong with it, I guess, on different levels. But the player, the agent can say whatever they want to say, and hopefully it works out for them with whatever they want to try to accomplish. But I guess Dallas is now crossed off that list.
Yeah, I would say after $126 million, it is definitely a team that is not available. Should Russell Wilson maybe put out a new list?
Put out whatever list you want. I don't really see another feasible landing spot for Russell other than Chicago. I don't. But just going back to Keith's point very quickly, I have no problem with Russ saying, hey, here are my 4 teams I would like to go to. And I understand that could cause issues for Dak, but I don't think that's going to affect Dak's money. Dak's going to get his money regardless. It's with Dallas Cowboys or somebody else.
He got the money. That's not the point, though, Jay. The point is...
But why am I worried about your problems? I'm worried about my problems over here. I'm not trying to take money out of your pocket. I'm trying to get out of a situation that I don't feel like I got the respect.
There is a certain, as they like to say in sports, certain codes. That is a code, though, to not inject yourself in somebody else's business. Yeah. I mean, that's the way I see it.
But how am I injecting myself in Dallas' business by making myself available?
But Jay, they got a quarterback. That is their franchise guy.
A guy that they haven't been able to come to terms with for multiple years now.
They were not about to let him walk out the building.
I don't know that. I don't know that.
Man, stop, Jay. No, everybody that watched this.
That's fine.
You almost made me curse. But everybody that watches this and saying this and seeing this and following this certainly knew that he was either going to be the long-term quarterback or a short-term franchise quarterback. Anybody watching that could tell you the Dak deal is going to eventually get done. When is it going to get done? We don't know. Whether it was a franchise tag for $37 million or the $126 guaranteed that they gave him. My whole point is when you step out like Russell Wilson did, and Todd France, the agent, certainly said you could cross that off. He didn't want to elaborate on it, I'm sure, or go into it any deeper, but he certainly had some thoughts and feelings, as he said. You're now using or could potentially be letting the Dallas Cowboys use that against Dak in the negotiations. That's my only point. He certainly can say, I want to go to any team he chooses. He could name all 32 damn teams. I don't care. But when you got a starting quarterback in a negotiation, you just don't do that.
That's what I was going to say is let's present it this way. Why even have a list? Because every team currently has a quarterback, and all you're doing is Bigfoot and the guy that's there. You're basically saying, well, I'm better than that guy, so they'd rather have me. I'd like to go here, here, and here. I know you're a great quarterback. I know you've won a Super Bowl, but, like, you might want to dial down. You're at a 10. I need you at a 7 when it comes to ego. Like, yeah, of course a lot of teams want you, but why even have a list? There's no reason to have a list. If you want to trade me, we have a list of preferred teams. We'll keep that private. But we don't need to make that – like the agent's the one that told Shefty the list. There was no reason to have a list.
I understand that, but you're getting the list from the player. And the agent,
I understand,
but
why would for the agent to put it out there? If I'm the player, again, you guys are the pros, all right? But I know for me, if my agent did that, I would tell him, what are you doing?
But my agent –
well, you could tell he was already down this path because he hasn't said a word about anything.
I don't think the agent is experienced in football as he may be in baseball. I think Russell Wilson's his only football client. So it's a little bit different in terms of how you move in the circles of football versus baseball. Right. So I think he might have been using a baseball tactic in football, which probably isn't going to get him very far in terms of doing that. But if he names teams, Allen, right, I don't have a problem with it. But don't go naming teams that got a quarterback that essentially is under contract long-term or negotiating. Go name the Washington football team or go name the New York Jets or go name somebody that like that. Don't go messing with somebody.
I hear what you're saying.
That's all I'm saying.
No, because this is where basketball and football are so different because I can say I want to go be a part of the Los Angeles Lakers, not saying I'm going to take LeBron James' spot in the middle of his negotiation. You can play together, whereas with the quarterback spot, it's 1-1.
One dude.
I hear what you're saying.
That's all I'm saying. One dude.
Keyshawn, J. Will, and Zubin. Alan Hahn in for Zubin. Presented by Progressive Insurance. Drivers who save with Progressive save over $750 on average. Trust me, we did the math. Call or click today and find out if they could save you hundreds on your car insurance. So the field is set for now. Brackets will be busted. It usually does happen. So
not mine.
No, you don't think so?
Probably in the first.
We will
day.
find out. But can the Zags run the table? Big question. We'll talk with Seth Greenberg coming up next about that. But right now, let me get this right. Key has